James 3:6. This long story has 3 parts. First, the ham rolls through the toy room, smelling up all the toys, which absorb smells very quickly. Now everything in the room smells like smoke because it's a smoked ham. Loeb grows angry at the tongue, as he calls it, for making everything smell like a fire had gone through here. It's not just making me trip, it's causing all sorts of mischief. It's like it's out to fill the whole world with its mischief and unrighteousness. Loeb has a strange way of choosing words. Second, where the ham ends up is at the teddy bear, which it has completely covered with its horrible smell. It tangles itself among the various members of the bear's body. Loeb complains that now it has stained the whole thing. Third, as Loeb tries to leave the room, he can't get the smell out of his nose. Great, now I'll smell like fire throughout the whole course of my life. As he sniffs, he catches some of the nuances of the smell that he's never perceived before. This particular smell is roasted pig, but Loeb doesn't know that. He just thinks it smells terrible and says, "I can't think of anything that would smell like that, except maybe the fire of hell itself." James 3:7. Loeb tries to jump over the ham as he goes down the slippery spiral staircase. Suddenly, for no reason at all, a bunch of animals start running down the stairs around him. Beasts, birds, reptiles, and even sea creatures, BBRS, are flowing down the stairs. Oddly enough, however, they don't come too close to Loeb's feet. They're all domesticated and know how to go around him nicely, whereas what the ham is doing is tripping him up. He remarks, "Look at that. Every kind of beast, bird, reptile, and sea creature can be tamed and has been tamed by mankind." To remember this list, just remember the acronym BBRS. Beast, bird, reptile, sea creature. James 3:8. When he lands in the library, Loeb sees a man sitting there and reading a book. Loeb says to the man, "This tongue thing keeps giving me all kinds of trouble. See how it won't sit still? I'm just a clumsy pig, but I was wondering if a human being could tame this thing." The man, knowing that it's a ham and looking at Loeb, a pig, says, "Well, I don't know about taming it, but just a tip. You don't want to eat that thing if that's what you're thinking." Loeb, not understanding, says, "So, it's not just restless, it's evil, full of deadly poison. Thanks for the tip, I won't eat it." James 3:9. Loeb jumps over the rolling ham in Libby's room as he's trying to get her up. When Libby wakes up, she is pleased to see Loeb, but displeased to see the thing rolling around on the ground. She blesses Loeb and curses the ham. She doesn't realize how ironic this is. Without knowing it, she has blessed one pig and cursed another. James 3:10. Loeb jumps over the ham to get out of the theater as fast as possible. Loeb's brothers are starting a movie, but Loeb doesn't want to watch it. He doesn't want to hear the language that occurs in the kinds of movies that his brothers watch. He tells them, "The mouth on the screen puts out both blessing and cursing. Brothers, this ought not to be so. Turn off the screen." And he gets out of there. James 3:11. Loeb jumps over the ham from the straight staircase that goes to the den into the den, landing on a hose that's coiled up like a spring. The hose is nice and soft, but it's performing something that seems physically impossible. One end is pouring out salt water, while the other end is spouting fresh water. How does that work? Well, wouldn't it be impossible for fresh water and salt water to come from the same opening? So at least the two different openings are emitting two different kinds of water, right?